In this video, I'm going to show you how to run reports. SimpleKey Web generates a lot of data. That data can be used to combat ASB issues, help keep vulnerable residents safe, and help keep the system clean and tidy. To run the event report, you need to go onto the Common Task buttons and into Reports. On there, the first report you'll see is the event report. Click on the event report and it will bring you up a lot of selectable items that you can use. The first one is the time period. There's some presets like today, yesterday, last 7 days, but you can also set a custom time period. And by doing this, you can say, right, I want all the information for the 12th of the 6th to the 12th of the 7th, and you can set your custom dates as and when required. Then you can choose the type of events that you want to get back. You can have any events. You can have access to authorized, access denied, control events, or even select event types. For this example, I'm going to get any events. You then can choose which tokens you want to bring up, so whether it's areas, groups, or both. For this one, I'm going to be looking at a particular flat, so I'm going to go into areas, and I'm going to go into the checkers estate. Inside the checkers estate, I'm going to find doors, house, and I want to find all the events for flat 3. Inside there, we can then go and you can select which doors you want, select which controllers you want the events to come from, or put any hardware. For this, I just want to get all the information back on this particular flat. You can then display below in Excel, or just send to an Excel. I would always recommend sending it to an Excel, because then you could send it on if you need to from that data. So I'm going to click the run button and that will now run the report. As you can see on the screen, this is an example of one of the event reports. An absconsion report is a report where you look for flat usage. You are looking for flats that have not used any fobs in that flat for a period of time. What are we looking for? Well, we're looking for void properties, vulnerable residents that are not using their fobs to get out and about, or for people that have potentially done a bunk. So if we look at the time period and we set the time period for the last 3 months, and then you can choose whichever sites that you want to get the information from. I'm going to choose doors, house, and then you've got the option then to choose whether you want to display below in Excel, or send it yourself in Excel. My recommendation would be always to send it in Excel, but I'm going to also display below so we could have a look at what it possibly looks like. If you are displaying below, I'd recommend only doing that for short amount of data. Everything else, send it yourself in Excel. The next report I'm going to show you how to run is the excessive token usage report. With this report, we're looking for fobs that are being used excessively and possibly for antisocial behaviour such as drug dealing or parties or pirate radio stations. So to run an excessive token usage report, you would go down to reports under the Common Task button. You would then click the excessive token usage report. You would then choose your time period that you want to do this report over. So I want to know in the last 3 months. And you then choose your excessive usage period. So do you want to know how often they've done it per hour or per day? I normally go per day, and then based on what you know about the sites will give you an idea of what number of times to use. So for example, you could say I want to know anybody that's used fobs 30 times in a day, and then you can click on the areas that you want to check, and then you can then send it yourself in Excel, display below and send in Excel. I would recommend sending yourself it in Excel. On the screen is an example of an excessive token usage report.